Hey everyone, what's going on? It's Joe with True Warrior Ascension. You probably don't know what that is yet, but hopefully you will after you join this journey with me. I'm a personal trainer, and I truly enjoy helping to empower people to find that warrior within themselves. I started True Warrior Ascension with that mission and that motivation. Now, as a trainer, I've definitely promoted, if I can do it, you can do it, right? A lot of trainers have. But unintentionally, I've done a really, really poor job of this. Have you heard of that show, Fit to Fat to Fit? If you haven't, it's a show where a trainer gains weight because he wants to show empathy for his client, right? And then trainer and client lose it together because if he can do it, you can do it. But where those trainers and myself have dropped the ball is that those qualities are already in us. The motivation, consistency, persistence, and education for fitness are already ingrained. For me to wake up at 4:30 to go to the gym because it's the only time I can, second nature. It's not an option in my day, it's part of my lifestyle. Eating strictly and according to my goals, it's easy, only because I've developed those habits. So me gaining weight and then losing it is like Bill Gates losing all of his money right now. It would not matter. The blueprint to his empire ingrained in here and ingrained in here. Now, do you want to be successful? Are there things that you want in life that you just don't have? For most of us, it's because we've accepted that reality that's been given to us as opposed to the reality of the things that we want. And honestly, I'm no exception to this. But I want you to think of a moment where you've discouraged yourself, maybe you've been discouraged by someone else, and you've overcome that. I'll never forget when I was in high school, I was a sophomore and I wanted to play varsity basketball for Coach Bartle. That's all I thought about, that's all I dreamt about. I wanted to play varsity basketball. I was walking down the hall one day with my basketball. I took it everywhere. Ask anyone who knows me. Honestly, if there was a game going to go down in the cafeteria, I was going to be ready for it, right? And a senior knocks the ball out of my hands. He looks me in the eyes and he says, "You're not going to make this team. You'll never be good enough for this team. You might as well give up." Honestly, I was crushed in that moment. I went home, I thought about all the things that he said, and I had made it up in my mind that I was going to make that team. I took a summer job at a basketball camp, cleaning cabins, washing dishes, and that next year I made the team. And not only that, I got significant playing time. I know that there's a time in your life when you've done something very similar. And yes, this is on a very small scale, but if you take those same principles, apply them to bigger issues, we can only see bigger results, right? You need to find that person who used to be able to throw logic to the wind and fight for the things that you wanted. What I want to accomplish here is to show you that that warrior within that I was talking about is accurate. If I can do it, you can do it is effective. That's just not what I showed you. I want to be a successful business person and an entrepreneur. That means something different to everyone. But I don't have a business degree. I've never managed or owned my own company. All I have is a small sales background and the desire to succeed in this field. If I can turn nothing into something great, then you can get that job. You can get into that school that you've wanted to get into, and you can finally get into shape because it's within your reach. They say a comfort zone is a beautiful place, but nothing ever grows there. I could show you those 4 a.m. workouts. I could show you that meal prep heaven, but that's second nature. But growing a business solely from that seed of desire that's in me, that's new, uncharted territory. Now, I've shared this with friends and family, and I'm sure just like in your life, they're a little cautious. What if it doesn't work out? You're so vulnerable because it's so public. And those are possibilities. But if I only showed you the success at the end of the journey, I'd be just like everyone else. It would not be genuine. I know I can do this. I believe that you can have the things that you want. You just have to fight for them. Come with me on this journey. And understand that we're going to face obstacles, but that warrior within is going to stare back and dominate. Now, I only have one question for you. Are you ready to chase your memories? I guess we'll see.